You have 3 new text
as far as
messages.
in power and responsibility. You're starting to see a change in the dynamic. You're starting to see the world. You're starting to see the employment structures going in a different direction, with the internet and virtual reality and that kind of thing. So what I see is a lot of Democrats is going Republican. A lot of Republican are going Democrat now, just depending on what area of the country you are. I think if you're in the Midwest, a lot of those states, those conservative states, are going more Democrat with the loss of a lot of industrial jobs. If you go probably to like the South, the Mid-South that is, a lot of those states are becoming or have become Republican, like Texas, Florida. Okay, and there's a lot that's, I don't know, that maybe are in battlefield states or that just, I don't know, do not want to get caught in the rhetoric. And a lot of people are just going independent. In fact, I did a research last week. 29% of the vote is going to be independent. Wow. So I guess they're finally realizing, these are people, especially people that look like me, are finally realizing that there's just more than two parties. Okay, you got the Independent Party, you got Liberal Party, you got the Green Party, I don't know, Tea Party. So there's more choices out there than just two. And you're pretty much getting the same person. Am I saying they're interchangeable? No, I'm not saying that, but you're pretty much. Okay, if you put the pendulum in the middle, you got one that's one click to the left, and then the other one is 2 clicks to the right. And no matter who is president, we're going to have the same problems. I just think there's just a matter of people are just going to have to just change their, I don't know, their ways as far as in their lifestyles, habits, diet, sacrifice, everything. All right? Because here in this country we have a bad spending problem, and we don't like the sacrifice. And many people want to be the leader, want to be the chief, and there's no Indians. All right? Nobody. I don't know. They don't look at the art of servitude, the art of like a structured system. Most people want to do what they want to do. So it's going to be interesting. But I do know one thing also, that President Trump is doing a lot of things to set himself up, I believe, to a second term, and I believe to a third term, because here in Las Vegas, I see signs of Donald Trump in 2024. So is that telling us something? That's going to be interesting to see if it comes along at that point. One thing I do know that he's doing is he had appointed Republicans, and if he gets to where the Supreme Court has a Republican advantage, and if he gets reelected, there's going to be another Republican. So you'll have like a 7-2, something like that, or 63 or 7-2. So he's setting himself up to where I don't know, just depending on these votes and whatever's in this Constitution can allow, based on the count or miscount, or even if he does not get reelected. All right, they already have it to where they're going to shoot everything down anyway. I personally think, all right, I pretty much should have a role in this because I was independent. So I don't believe either one of them are going to do a whole lot to fix this economy, because it's going to take time. Okay, no president can expect to fix this. Well, this Charlie Foxtrot overnight. But I just believe that probably Trump, unfortunately, he'll get like 4 more years. All right? And not much is going to change. And I believe that a lot of people, black and white, but especially like the black men, are probably tired of the Democratic rhetoric, okay? Tired of being the footstools, I don't know, things like, let's say this far left feminism, the LGBT, all right, and being the foot soldiers of that. And it's time for a change. I think what they do need, maybe when they realize that at one point, is an independent candidate. A lot of them guys in the Senate, like 70 and 80 years old or even older, have got to go. I think it's just time to have kind of newer ways of thinking, all right? I'm thinking if they're probably around 65, that's okay. That's okay. But I just think right after that age, that's a little bit suspect. I know many people are working until they're 70 years old, and a lot of our younger baby boomers here are probably approaching 60, and that's cool. That's cool. But a lot of the people that we have right now in Capitol Hill, a lot of these people got to go because their ways of thinking are too old. But I believe that that's what's going to happen. 4 more years of Mr. Trump being in office. And I'll just say like this. I hope people, especially people that look like me, think for themselves and not to wait for no Congress or no quote-unquote second coming. All right? Or for whatever savior, okay? No matter what religion that we have, everybody's waiting for a savior. I just think that people should get back to keep the Most High first and their commandments, and to be able to develop their skills and talents where they can have their own business and think with some type of independence or some type of self-autonomy. Because I believe if you do, even if you are working in a corporate entity, it's not going to matter who's in office. That's if you're squared away. But here's my take on that. All right, if you like my video, feel free to subscribe, and let's just see what happens. And be safe tonight, ladies and gentlemen.